Alright, so here we are, day 6 of the trip, and we start off by heading towards Old Faithful. So at this point we are just waiting for it to go off. Quite frankly, this is the part that I was dreading about the trip the most, because I was expecting the most people to be here, but it's been packed this whole time. But if you take a peek over here, we're in the middle of a pandemic right now. Very little social distancing, very few masks. It is a concern. It's like nothing's going on. It's like the pandemic has not even touched this place. So yeah, I'm hoping to get some footage of this thing erupting. So we're gonna sit here for a while and see what happens.
Watching, honey?
Well, I'm watching.
Whoa. Woo!
And we got a good parking spot. Don't forget that.
Wow. I should have brought my swimsuit.
I think that's a little bit hotter than you want to be in.
It'd be like a quickening. You'd run out there in your swimsuit and be like, oh! Take your mask off.
You want me to take one of you guys? Wow, that's
Turn around. No, turn around. No, look at me. Turn around. Put your camera down. Alana, look at me. Alana, look at me. Quick, quick. Was it a little early?
I think it's right up.
Yeah. So it was 10:42.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yes.
Still going.
He totally blew it.
And I didn't miss it while I was in the bathroom.
5 minutes.
I know you thought.
If I'm an amateur.
So it's supposed to go off at 10:52. Somewhere plus or minus 10 minutes from now. Usually it'll go. See the full height of the eruption for the first 30 seconds to a minute or so, and it's going to drop down to about
Water was really blue.
4 minutes as it's releasing the rest of that pressure. So on average, it's pumping out anywhere from 4,000 to 8,000 gallons of water during these eruptions. There's a lot of variability depending on how long it's going to take for that eruption to happen. And occasionally you'll get, I don't know if you guys saw any of the false eruptions. You'll see it kind of bubble up and then go back down, bubble up, go back down. And usually when you get those false eruptions, it's going to release some of that pressure, so when the actual eruption happens, it's going to be a little bit shorter. Anywhere from 90 to 120 feet is where it's going to peak out.
So, don't ask me this question, but the water, does it go back down, or does it run off down to the, does it run off that way into the
Yeah, so this all kind of runs off, so there's a few different runoff streams, so you'll see one, you kind of see that water working its way down this way, so it runs off this way. There's actually a little area where they've dug it out so that will funnel the water back. And then on the other side of this little mound, there's another little stream that forms from all that runoff water.
This is going to keep
This
on
all
going.
eventually goes back down into the Firehole River.
There's really, doesn't look like there's much of that 4,000 gallons it kind of all steams away, huh? Or,
Yep, so yeah, most of that's pushed out in that first major eruption.
A lot of people come see this.
It's kind of our only time for today.
A lot of people.
Take as much as the whole time to use the stops.
All the way down there. Very popular.
Okay, so we saw this geyser in the distance while we were waiting for Old Faithful to go off. This sucker's been going off pretty much constantly. There's a little hiking trail down here. It's about a quarter of a mile from Old Faithful, not very far at all. And it's paved, so really easy to get to. And yeah, this one looks really awesome.
Oh, just look at it. It's just going up, 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 and up, and up. It's amazing.
So this is angle number 3 of this one. It is called the Castle Geyser. We finally found a sign for it. And yeah, we found a sign that says it may erupt between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. on this date. Well, it hasn't stopped erupting since we got here. Yeah, this one's a dandy. Got some nice, nice landscaping behind it too. And then we got this little one over here too. It's got a little bit of bubbly coming out of it. Yeah, this one's pretty awesome. Worth the quarter-mile walk down here for sure. Okay, so farther down the trail from Old Faithful, this is Daisy Geyser.
And Comet.
Activity over here. I'm not sure if it's going to erupt or not. We were told that it just erupted about 20 minutes ago, so we're not expecting it to. But if it does, we'll try and get some footage. So we took another detour on the trail. The further we come down this trail, the more detours there are, but we don't want to miss anything. This one's called Punch Bowl Spring, which looks really freaking sweet. And then we have this little one over here. It's actually really deep. That shows up. See this path over here? I pushed Shan Shan on the wheelchair all the way up here from Old Faithful so that we can see this. Shan Shan has been quite the trooper. She's been doing like 3 hikes a day since we got here, and it's finally starting to get worn down. So we decided to use the wheelchair for the day, which is fine because that's free exercise for me. All right, still on the Old Faithful trail. Looks like we're probably going to be hiking this whole thing, or the majority of it. Or more appropriately, I'm going to be pushing the whole thing. This is the Grotto Geyser that we just came by, and it looks really, really cool. The sculpture in this main area is just really cool looking.
Grotto Geyser.
Okay, just past this area on the same hike. All sorts of cool stuff here. This one apparently has no name. This little section here is really awesome looking.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And that's it, the mom passed.
And then just spans all across here. Just more beautiful colors.
Gorgeous coloring.
Same trail. This is the Mortar Geyser over here. Just going all along the walk point here. This is called Spiteful Geyser right here in front of us. Just all sorts of cool colorings and more geysers and stuff as you get down towards the water.
better shot? I have it on.
We got here just in time to watch the Riverside guns report. We literally got here 10 seconds ago. How's that for good timing? This one might be cooler than Old Faithful was.
Yeah, I think so. So cool. It was super high too.
Yeah, like I said, I think this one's a more spectacular show than Old Faithful was.
How long is this? This is great.
It's been erupting for about 2 minutes and 30 seconds so far.
Holy cow. Higher though. $80 battery on this one.
Good thing we got a spare.
Yep.
4 minutes so far.
I wonder how often this is going to look.
I wonder how long it erupts for. 5 to 10?
20
Wow.
minutes. This sign over there says.
And about every 6 hours.
You got good, very good timing this
Yep.
month.
Yellowstone's been awfully kind to us on this trip.
Yeah, it has. About time we found somewhere that's been kind to us. Well, see that we just missed stuff. Yellowstone, we keep missing everything.
Yeah.
Whether it be animals or what. It's great.
Do you want me to film this no matter how long it goes, dear?
We can stop if you want to.
Yeah, we're already at 5 minutes. This thing could just keep on blowing for the rest of forever.
Yeah.
But you can.
As we're walking by, the grotto just happens to be going off, so I'm going to tape a little bit from the distance while Wes is pushing me in the chair so we get to catch some of it. That's another lucky hit right there. We just keep getting lucky and getting to see some of them. See it from the other side if it's still going.
Yep.
Now we're on the other side of it, and it's still going off. It's pretty cool.
I'll put the brakes on the chair.
Wow. From here, if you want to get some more angle, I'll have a higher stuff. That's so cool.
So we've lucked out once again, where it's going off right as we just happened to be walking by.
It's the grotto.
Most of these only go off twice a day, and like we're not even waiting for them or anything. They're just going off right when we're passing by.
Oh, the wind shifted toward us.
It's been a pretty freaking sweet day so far, and it's not even noon yet. Yeah, the wind shifted towards us. Now I can hardly even see anything.
Walking over that way. Oh, nope, it's shifting away. There it goes. See it splashing up over the side. Wow.
Yeah, where those people are at over there is probably a better angle.
We'll start walking that way, honey.
Okay, here, I'll cut the...
Tape while you push. We go around to the other side and we'll just keep taping it.
There we
This
go.
is the other
Pretty
side
good
of
angle.
it. There's some more of the eruption of the grotto geyser.
Wow, yeah, that's a great shot from here.
Oh yeah. Hear it sloshing in there.
Yeah, this one's got all sorts of little interesting holes
Yeah,
in the
it
structure,
does.
which makes it sound really cool when it's going off.
I hope that comes through on the film.
Is that fun? And we'll stop to go. The boards are so nice.
That's the back of it. Oh my word.
Just keep getting lucky and seeing all these going off. All right, you ready to move on? Okay, moving on to the next one.
The sign says it hasn't gone off since March, but it was going off when Shan and I got over here. It looks like it's pretty much done at this point. This one over here is bubbling a little bit, but not near as much as it was before, so I think it's just about done. It still looks super awesome. Okay, so this one we're so close to, and it's so huge, I couldn't even get the whole thing in one photo. It's called the Beauty Pool, and justly named. This thing is freaking gorgeous.
As we're rushing forward, we're getting another geyser in the distance going off, and Wes is zooming down the pathway trying to get us there as fast as possible to get the end of it. Wow. I don't know what this one's called just yet, but man, it looks cool. Sorry that's a little bit bumpy, but oh man, it's awesome.
Vent geyser.
Vent geyser. Good job, honey. You rushed us over here just in time so we could catch it.
very fortunate day so far.
Very much so.
Sure, I'm glad we took this walk.
Me too.
Every single one. I mean, yeah, I'm having to sprint to get to something, but that's okay.
You've been doing a very good job. Thank you. Alright, let's get going on to the next one.
Okay. Alright. At the Spasmodic Geyser. Still on the same hike. We've seen so much cool stuff in the last couple of hours. I don't think we've even been out here 2 hours yet. We've seen all this stuff just since we watched Old Faithful go off this morning. We got some more pools over here. I might get a couple more shots of that if we can get a little bit closer to it.
You can see the purple coloring.
And then we've got this little one over here and another little one right there. And another little one over here. That incredible view for a backdrop back there. Yeah, this one looks like it's thinking about erupting, but not sure. It might just look like that all the time.
So warm right here.
Okay, so we come to a bit of a crossroads here. There are 3 routes to take that will all get us back to the car at the end of this trail. Each one has 3 things to look at. If we want to do all of them, we're going to have to double and triple back over the same route to go those other directions. And we don't really want to do that. So without knowing what any of these are, we're just going to take the quickest route back to the car, since no matter which way we go, we get to look at 3 things. So this is the first one. This is called Goggles Spring. With a Goggles Geyser over there. And then this one over here is the Lion Geyser. Unfortunately, the path doesn't go around to this one, so this is going to be the only angle on this one we get. Oh, I'm still on the hiking trail. Came across this itty bitty one here, but it's bubbling like crazy. It's got this really cool trail going down the hillside to the river. And then we got this other one right next to it over here as well. That also goes down.
Got lucky, just this one was going off as we were going by it again.
They haven't used many.
Oh, and then it drains like a toilet flushing. Look at that.
Oh, that's funny.
Wow. That was so neat.
Wow, that's cool.
Good timing.
All right, starting hike number 2 for the day. This is at the Biscuit Basin. Shan is telling me this is called Black Opal Spring. Got a whole mess of these here. All of them beautiful. This pretty little river in the background. All right, this one's called the Sapphire Pool. This looks incredible. The water is so clear, you can see right to the bottom. I'm guessing it's 30 feet to the bottom, maybe more. Absolutely incredible. Not sure how much of that's going to show up on camera. But man, oh man.
The deep blue of it is just incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went back.
That is amazing.
So this one I'm going to call Mr. Bubbly. It's actually called the Mustard Spring. Yeah, it was bubbling pretty good before we came over here. Now it's nice and still. I'm hoping you can hear it bubbling on camera, but with the wind out here, probably not. Just one more awesome thing to look at. It sounds like somebody's frying eggs or something.
It's draining.
Yeah, because it just blew. So yeah, the water's draining out in the middle of it. That's kind of cool. Alright, this one's called Avoca Spring. It's got a whole bunch of cool stuff going on inside of it, although you really can't see from this angle. Shan's looking all cute today. Wearing her embroidered western shirt that I got her, and her cute little shawl that I also got her. And then we got this thing over here. Don't think these two are actually connected. And then there's a bison hanging out over there, like right in the middle of everything. So we took yet another hiking detour. This one was about 0.7 miles off the main path over to the Mystic Falls.
I think it was
Still at-
4.7.
I think it was too, but that's what the sign said. And then the falls come all the way down here. It's almost like something you'd see in a Disney movie. It looks really cool. That's a great shot right there. Standing there on the boardwalk. Got a bison with some eating grass. About 30 yards away.
He's
Just
cute.
kind of hanging around in that toxic wasteland over there. It's like, oh, the grass here seems to taste better than anywhere else.
Look at his tail go. His tail's a wagging.
Raising his tail is dangerous. If he's not raising his tail, he could care less about you.
Wow, he just crossed like right in front of us.
Did you tape it?
Mm-hmm.
You taping it? Oh my goodness. Nice ass.
Shan got scared.
I did.
These people didn't. They took a selfie right in front of the thing and didn't even bother moving. It was awesome. I actually got that on. All right, moving on now that we're done with the bison scare. This is the Shell Spring. Looks like a hot tub. Kind of want to get in. Okay, so we're taking a quick trip over to West Yellowstone right now to see a wolf and otter museum that they supposedly have over there.
If it's not closed.
And we thought we would do a quick tips and tricks section for navigating Yellowstone. A couple things right off the bat that you need to be prepared for. Number one, a lot of driving. It's about 3 hours to get from one end of the park to the other.
And that's not going all the way around it. That's just going from one entrance to the other entrance.
Yep. And just getting from one thing to the next is probably going to take you somewhere between an hour and 2 hours, depending on where you're going to look at stuff. So you want to divide the map up into sections and hit one section of the map every day until you've gotten everything. If you're doing a whole bunch of jumping around because you want to see different things, you're going to spend a lot of time in the car and very little time doing fun stuff. So be prepared for that. Second thing, water.
No running water anywhere in the park.
Yeah, there is no running water that we have seen anywhere. A couple of the fancy lodges inside the park probably have some, but all of them are closed right now due to COVID. So you want to make sure.
Lots of bottled waters, fill up your camelbacks, carry those with you. We've gone through almost a whole case of water bottles just being here because it's very dry. The air is very, very dry here, and so it makes you very thirsty, especially if you're hiking around.
Yep, yeah, you're going to be consuming more water than usual because of the hiking, and yes, the air is also dry. So combine those two things, you're going to be drinking a lot of water. So my suggestion would be go to Costco, spend $4, buy yourself a nice case of bottled water before you leave, and make sure you fill that camel pack every single morning before you take off. You might even want to get 2 camel packs depending on how many people you have in your party. That's what Shan and I are doing. I actually got her a camel pack for this trip, but we haven't used it up until this point.
And we've gone through almost all of our bottles of water.
We're just about out of water. We're probably going to run out tomorrow. So
We're gonna have to use it more
started
often.
using that camel pack sooner. So that's another tip.
Another thing is restrooms are very scarce. I mean, they're everywhere, but they're very scarce at the same time. There's usually only like one potty per area, sometimes 2 or 3, but there's lines, and some of them, they don't even have one at a stop. I found that there was a lot of lines at Old Faithful because there's a lot more people, and then others there just wasn't any at all. Battery's gonna be dying here soon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all the restrooms in the park are basically glorified outhouses, and some of them smell absolutely terrible. So you might want to bring a couple of extra rolls of toilet paper with you, just in case
Baby
you find a
wipes would be really nice, hand
that is
sanitizer.
out of toilet paper or something like that. And even if you don't have to go, if you find a bathroom that's vacant, you might want to think about using it anyway.
Use it whenever you can, because you might find yourself without one.
We were expecting the park to be relatively empty, but this place is packed. And right now it's Wednesday, and we just waited about 20 minutes to use a restroom. And we had to go out of our way to find one. So just something to keep in mind. Another thing is gas. You generally need to fill up your gas tank every single day while you're here because of all the driving you're going to be doing. And there are gas stations strategically placed throughout the park.
But you want to use them whenever you get to one, whether you have an empty tank or not, just to make sure it's full, because you never know when you're going to get to an area and be without one.
Yep, as soon as we get down to less than half a tank, we basically just stop at the next gas station that we pass and fill it up. Otherwise, you could be stuck someplace. I mean, you can literally drive 3 hours here without finding a gas station, depending on where you are in the park. So, just something to keep in mind, especially if you're driving a car that has a smaller tank. Another thing, clothing. The mornings are really, really cold, the nights are really, really cold, and during the day it's gotten up to about almost 80 degrees yesterday. It hit about 78, I think. So make sure you've got a whole bunch of different articles of clothing in the car that you can either add or get rid of.
Yes, layer your clothes so you can take them off and add them as you need them. Sometimes it'll get really windy in some areas too, so even if it's warm, it'll cool down. Sometimes around some of the geysers, it'll get really hot even if it's cold. So you want to make sure that you have stuff that you can, you know, take off, put on, change in the car. Always have layers. Because man, it's freezing in the morning, like 30 degrees, and then it goes all the way up to like 76.
Yeah.
Very big differences.
And don't wear wide-brimmed hats when you're around the geysers.
The very high wind areas like the geysers and over by Old Faithful, it's very, very windy.
My hat blew off my head yesterday, and thank God it happened when we were not around the geysers, because I was wearing a $500 hat, and if it blows into the geysers, then you can't retrieve it, and then you're screwed. So I'm not going to be wearing hats when we tour the geysers from here on out. So just something to keep in mind. If you're going to wear a hat, make it a baseball cap and wear it backwards, or wear a beanie to keep your ears warm, something like that that's not going to blow off your head. Anything else?
That's our tips for right now. We'll add some more later if we can think of any more. Hope this is helpful for some people that are making the trip.
Close.
Well, here, got the cars in the way, but
Oh, there's another one up here.
I got
what the hell
it
this person's
taping
doing.
there, and I just got him on the video. Honey, stop. Stop.
Wow.
Stop.
I can't stop. I have to keep moving. Just get what you can.
Wow. Okay.
So we took a side venture back to West Yellowstone because we wanted to go to their wolf and otter museum that they have here. We weren't even sure that it was open. So we are here now.
And it is open, and
And it is open. And we got little wolves taking a nap. Aren't they cute?
So adorable. You are beautiful.
This is cool. Never seen a black this museum was already worth the trip, and we've only been here for 5 minutes. Wow. Well, yeah, he's making a lot of noise.
And here's another one.
Got another one getting ready to join the fray here. Well, that white one's kind of mean.
It's definitely dominant.
Oh, giving him kisses and that shut him right up.
Oh.
And they all lived happily ever after.
So thank you so much. Any questions, just let us know. Otherwise, have a fantastic rest of the day.
Thank you. This is the bear exhibit at the museum. They just let these two out to be fed. I'm gonna see if I can get a little closer here.
We do, yeah. So hibernation will
Oh, that's some good shots right there.
every bear has to do it. They do it if there's all of a sudden no food, which is definitely what happens in most places they live. But here, we always make sure that there is still food to eat, which means that hibernation is when they don't have food.
Look at this, honey.
So it's not quite like sleep.
So cool.
Beforehand, and then they take a jet.
Oh, here comes the other one.
Make it a little bigger than themselves, go in, curl up, and then it's almost
Wow.
different things happen. It's really easy. They don't have to eat for those months, they don't have to eat after those months, and then they get better, and hopefully it's right around the same time as you pop it up, so they can go out. So it's
That's some really good footage.
Mm-hmm.
We should tell all the people hanging out at that spot in Yellowstone about this place. Like, hey, want to get some cool bear footage without causing a traffic problem?
Get that? I got one of those feeder things where they have to play with it to get the food out. To stimulate them. Well, you know, it's also different seeing ones in captivity and ones in the wild.
Yeah.
Look at them.
That's some fantastic footage.
You still taping?
Mhm.
That's cool. Great footage.
For those watching this video, it was $15 to get in here. And I feel like we've already gotten our money's worth. We've been here about 20 minutes.
It's amazing here.
Yeah, they really take good care of their animals too. I mean, these bears have a nice huge area. The wolves have a huge area.
All
And
of
they make
them
sure
look
these
very
animals are
healthy.
well cared for.
They all
Yeah.
look very healthy.
Oh no.
This one keeps bending down every time I try to film him.
Oh, he's trying to get food. Coram over there and Grant on the container.
Look at that.
Yeah, that one
That's
that's
beautiful.
walking is Coram. And Grant's the one that's playing with the container, food container.
Yeah, so it's just, yeah, no, a lot of people ask us that. Do you guys have turkeys? There are wild turkeys around, so I don't know where they found that noise, but they liked it. So they'll,
Now we're talking.
Oh yeah, that's great.
bring it back and start doing it. Who's paying attention? Are the other ravens noticing, or does no one care and then stop doing that noise? Yeah, like, also, one time experimenting with a frogwood a little early this season. He was getting any attention for it, so he kind of stopped doing it. Yeah, he's like, okay, no one likes it. Yeah.
Looks like he's digging in the rocks over there.
Well, they put food in the different areas. Kind of reminds me of a eater toy that Dad used to have.
He's so cute. Okay, that's 5 minutes of bear video. That's probably enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just finished at the Grizzly and Wolf Discovery Center. It's basically a museum. Right on the main drag here in West Yellowstone on Canyon Road.
The entrance is on the other side over there too.
Yeah. This place was amazing. I mean, all you got to do is look at our footage. But yeah, it's $15 to get in. And it's for a 2-day pass, so you could come here 2 days in a row if you wanted to and look at the animals. They take really good care of their animals here. All the animals had really nice, huge areas to run around in, especially the bears and the wolves. And the otters had their own little tank in there and stuff. This is a great, great place. If you're in the area, even if you're on your way into Yellowstone, take a quick hour of your time and stop by here. This is literally like
Right on the right of the
10
entrance.
minutes from the entrance to Yellowstone, maybe even less.
No, the entrance is right next to us.
Yeah, it's literally right around the corner. So,
right next
yeah,
to the IMAX.
come here and check it out. So, we have a curious sci-fi trash can here at Yellowstone, the likes of which I have never seen before. I didn't even know it was a trash can at first. They've got like cool art and stuff all over them. Nothing like the trash cans you see in Oregon that are just poopy looking. But I mean, these trash cans are like, it's like you can actually just sit here and stare at them for a while because they look so pretty. But anyway, to get into them, you can't even just lift it. It's like secure. So what you do is there's a button in the very end of this thing, and you reach all the way up in there, push the button with your finger, and then you can pull it up. Apparently, that's how they keep the bears out of the trash can. Even though we're in the middle of town here in West Yellowstone, apparently bears are still an issue. So I thought that was interesting.